Protein spill.
Now Leonard Fournette. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down. Down. 18 Gators. Championship, baby. Hey, wahoo! Down.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Danny. Check 99, check 99. Two.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
12. I got this.
From the 24, Garoppolo. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
11. 44. Hey, gun. Get hot.
Garoppolo. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Minshew dancing to his left. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
General West.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Check me out. He's coming. Double up.
13.
Shift.
On first and 10, it's Lindsay. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
That's good.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
You got tight right there.
21. Hey, gun. Go ahead.
Crunch.
Get hot.
They'll run here with Lindsay. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
21.
Watch the safety creep. Tight dog.
Black. I got this. Get hot.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Slam.
22 Jet Bomber. Hey, gun. Get hot.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
21. White.
Check three.
12. I got this.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsay. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2. Bang. 1, Omaha.
Check three.
Hey, gun.
They'll run with Lindsay. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. The tight end Seth DeVal, the intended receiver. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Watch the ship. Watch the
65.
ship. Watch the ship. 36.
I got you.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
21. Here we go. Hey, echo.
Check four.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Here we go. 11. White.
Smooth. Check nickel. Kill.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's Lindsey. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
But ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Jaguars take over first down at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Here's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
I know he's got check three.
Hey, gun.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Hey, alert three. Check 26.
I got this.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Check. Hatchet.
Hey, gun.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey, and he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Alert. I got this.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
We got to get to the ball.
One, Omaha.
Check safety. 49, check 49.
11.
Kill. Watch 20.
White. Hey, gun.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, alert. Hey, gun.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Here we go. 180.
Here I come. Watch twist.
Hey, alert.
Hey, switch gears.
I got this.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Well, that 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Here we go. 180.
44. Let's go. Slam. Check 43. Kill.
11.
Switch.
Hey, gun.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go out. Six guard. Check 6 guard. Check 9. Hey. We got it. Hey, Steve 6.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brings up second and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
You ain't got nothing.
Now Minshew. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 8 yards.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Fournette running out of the gun. And some room to run now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
I got this.
Second half starts with a run by Lindsey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Check it back.
21.
Check it out.
Hey, gun. Say hot.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Lock. I got this. Say hot.
On third down, Lindsey. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready. 18, Gator.
Minshew sets to throw. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Score.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. Here we go. Get.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. A gain there of 21 yards. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Bravo.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, lock it.
Check.
A shotgun give to Fournette. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Minshew throwing on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
He's coming. Double up. He's big.
Hey, gun.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
I got this.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problems with me.
Watch the safety creep. Tight dog. 11. Hey, gun.
Now a carry for Lindsey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Watch it.
A loss of
2.
It's 4th down.
Slam.
13.
Yes.
I got this.
They're going with Lindsey. And all the way down to the 29. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
The 29-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Switch. Check three.
21. Undercrunch. Hey, gun.
Gordon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A give, running right, Lindsey. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Let's get it.
Hey, gun.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
65.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
General West.
Check.
Black.
Watch the ship.
I got this.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
I'm going to hit you.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Hey, you're on an island over there.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Alert 3.
Check. Fresno.
Check.
Back. 1, Omaha.
Check 24.
Under
On third down, Lindsey. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Minshew. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, but now it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 4th down, Minshew. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll look to throw here. That's out to his running back, Fournette. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, 2,
to try it here. He's back to throw. The open man is Westbrook. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40, 20. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing, the interception. If he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math, but don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go, here we go, here
Denver
we go.
offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike's postponed.
Hey, gun.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
11.
Watch out. Check safety, check.
Topper.
Check 49. Kill. Watch twist.
White.
Lucky.
I got you.
They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Minshew, 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
One, Omaha.
Their own 11-yard line.
Check 13.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Check. Hey, gun.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. We've had it in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball caught free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game ball.